What's up, Paracrews? I'm Paradomics, and welcome back to Harmony Eclipsed. So, anyways, we're gonna go save Luna by kicking her ass, because that's what we've been doing all the time, and we're not gonna stop now. Oh my god. We're running away because we have no time for your bullshit. There's a chest here that they try to hide away from. I think this is Celestia's tidal rapier. Yeah, I think it's Celestia's weapon. Oh no, that's a Luna weapon. They gave us a Luna weapon before a Luna fight. That makes sense. Hello, sister. I wonder when you would get here. And I see you haven't come alone. Yeah, and we're gonna bring Luna back. Back, you naive little fool. Haven't you realized it yet? My appearance may have changed, but I'm still Luna. I never left. I just had a little reminder of what drove me to this all those years ago. And how nothing has changed. Sister, please, you don't realize what you're doing. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, Celestia. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking back what you stole from me. When I'm done, no pony will ever betray me again. I have stolen nothing from you, Luna. Oh, I have stolen nothing from you. Luna, I beg you, just tell me why you're doing this. Why you're really doing this. Unfortunately for both of us. For us both, my desire is not something you are capable of returning. It is something that can only be taken by force. And I intend to do exactly that. Further talk is pointless. From this moment forth, the night will last forever! Not if we got something to say about it, right, girls? Yeah, destroy her with everything you... Not first aid, probably, just attack. Okay, Thunder does a lot of damage. Fluttershy still does shit damage. Sunbeam really hurts. And Smash hurts. Okay, we Eternal Night. Ow! That kind of hurt. Please don't do that ever again. Rainbow Dash because she's squishy. She's okay if Fluttershy dies. We don't really need her. I know I sound mean, but Fluttershy really, really sucks. Like, I don't... She's only there for heals, and that's it. Nothing more. Tidal shift. Ow, that's so fucking loud. Also, stop doing AoE damage, you bitch. Ow. Oh. As soon as they stop doing that, she just directly aim for Fluttershy. Thunder, quick. Thunder, are you telling the story or mine? I'm sorry, maybe that now go on. But Bruno says it looks like rain. Why did he tell us? Doing so, he floods my brain. But I get the umbrella. Married in a hurricane. What a joyous day. But anyways, we don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno. Please don't kill her. Okay, good. Okay. Attack. Okay, good. Why did he tell us? Doing so he floods my brain. But I get the umbrella. Married in a hurricane. Jesus Christ, how much health does she have? Lights out. Oh, that's bad that you did that to Rainbow Dash. Oh my gosh, she has so much fucking health. Oh no, I don't have anything. I only have remove Venom. Okay, Rainbow Dash needs to get hit in order to do damage. Oh, there we go. Wait, that does not awaken her? What? Ah, do spells not waken Rainbow Dash? Oh no. Oh no. And I don't think there was an item that can remove debuffs. Thank God she's dead. Okay. Leveled up, leveled up, leveled up. Sister! Is she gonna be alright, princess? I believe so. I do not understand how the corruption could have advanced as far as it did so quickly, but it seems to have sapped much of her strength. I am not certain we would be able to stop her otherwise. Come, my little ponies, let us return to Canterlot, so that my sister can rest in comfort. God, she was a fucking bullet sponge. Celestia? Sister, you're awake. I like how I was like, excuse me, I'm there. Nice to see you back to your old self, princess. I gotta admit, even I was thrown for a loop by what happened. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried that you might never wake up. Never wake up? How long have I been asleep? Almost an entire day, sister. The evening will come in a couple of hours. Very well. I shall be ready to perform my duty when the time comes. Oh, no, you don't, princess. You're not getting off that easy. What? We talked to your sister while you were resting, and we all came to an agreement. Well, after you helped each of us, we all felt that talking about what happened and why we acted the way made us feel a lot better. Please, Luna, won't you let them return the favor and allow your sister to understand what drove you to all those years ago? I, very well. It's not easy for immortals to deal with their long lives, having to watch those around them age and die over and over, having bonds of friendship broken after time. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, the developer of the game explained why the alicorns are very old, but they still look so young. Apparently, alicorns age very slowly, which is why they don't look very old, because they just age slow. So if you grow a wing and a horn, apparently you age even slower. Kind of sucks for Cadence, don't you think? Or was her name Candace? Candace dick fit in your mouth. Because her husband, Twilight's brother, is not an alicorn, so he's probably gonna die before she does, which sucks. You may think it odd, but I'm glad that not many histories exist from the time when my sister and I came to power. That era was full of tragedy and hardship, both for us and for the world, and I am glad that there is so little to remind me of it. There were many things on my mind back then. The war we had finished, the kingdom that had been lost, the suffering I had experienced at the hooves of one we fought against. I could not face the world in that state. Fearing further pain and loss, I withdrew into seclusion, and it was several years before Celestia could coax me into returning to my daily life. That's when I met Morning Dew. This bitch! I remember you from the previous versions. She praised my nights like none had ever done before. She accompanied me in the long, lonely times of my duty. My feelings of her grew until they could no longer be called something as simple as friendship. She was my light, and she banished my darkness. Or so I had thought. Because of my duties, I had very little knowledge of what Morning Dew did during the day. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's just like a fucking tiger on the prowl, ready to seduce her sister. You know, again, it's so fucked up that she only got close to Luna just so she can get close to her sister. That is so fucked up. In reality, Morning Dew had no care for me or my knight. To her, I was only means to an end, and that end was Celestia. Like many others, she was dazzled by my sister's brilliance, and she saw a way she might claim that brilliance for herself. By seducing me, she gained access to the palace and could pursue Celestia freely. See? I fucking knew it. This fucking whore. I do not know if my sister was simply oblivious to her advances or too polite to indulge them, but she remained unaware of Morning Dew's effort to woo her. Celestia was basically an anime, an anime harem protagonist who's just not aware that girls like them. One evening, it became too much for her to bear. She raged and ranted, venting her frustration at her failure to seduce my sister and using all the things I had shared with her to destroy me emotionally. Like, also, this is all bullshit. Like, that's not even Luna's fault. She's just being a bitch. She's a whore and a bitch. Like, she's yelling at Luna because she couldn't seduce her sister. Well, tough, buddy. Celestia just doesn't like you. Just take no for an answer. Don't have to be bitter about it. What did she even say? Oh, I can't believe I seduced you just to get rejected by your sister. Fuck. What an asshole, man. I'm just so pissed at this. Her words cut deep, and when she left, the light she had brought me left with her, leaving only despair and darkness. Even so, I could not find it in my heart to blame Celestia for this. She had always been more popular, but she still tried to go out of her way to include me in day-to-day ruling matters. She never chose to be more beloved than I was. But this pain I now felt, deeper than I had ever experienced, was something I could not endure. Even if Celestia knew of all this, there would be nothing she could do to change our subject's feelings for her. I decided that the only way to prevent this pain from reoccurring was to stand as equal to my sister, to show our subject that I was just as beautiful and powerful as she was. And perhaps deep down, I foolishly believed that Morning Dew might come back if I did so. Thus, it was that I became Nightmare Moon, cloaking myself in a dark spell and drawing upon the emotions that dwell within me to power it. The spell granted me immense strength, though it tore me apart inside to turn it against my own family. I did not wish to harm my sister, only to show my own power in a way our subjects could not deny. But when it was almost over, I did not see her until it was too late. I rushed to her side as she fell, trying to stem the blood from the wound I had inflicted, and as I did, I heard her final breath escape her final words. Monster. When I heard that, something inside me broke. I turned all my rage and pain against my sister, promising her that I would take away something as precious from her as she had taken from me. I swore that my night would last forever and her sun will never rise again. So blinded was I by emotions that I have failed to realize we were now in a chamber that housed the elements of harmony. As Celestia raised the elements in her magic and prepared to use them, the sight of our parents' final legacy somehow cut through all my anguish and pain. For a moment, I thought of everything I was giving up by doing this. I was reminded of when we had to use the elements against discord, of how right it had felt then, and how wrong this felt now. In that moment, I felt a spark within me, just one spark. With that, the elements flared to life, overwhelming the dark shell I had built around myself. The elements are powerful, but the spark that triggered them was tainted, so their full power could not be drawn out. Even as they tried, they could not they could do nothing about the darkness within me, and so I was banished to the moon. Though I was unconscious during those 1,000 years, the corruption was still free to grow and take hold within me. Really? I guess that would suck if you were conscious the whole time while trapped in the moon. By the time I had returned, I was consumed by it. If not for the pure friendship of Twilight and all of you, I may have been lost forever. Instead, you were able to draw out more power from the elements of harmony than my sister and I ever had before. You broke through the darkness surrounding me, awakening my true self and forcing me to realize what I had become. Sister, I never realized. Perhaps you were right, Luna. Back then, I would have never understood your plight. However, much has changed in the last 1,000 years. Many things have happened, so many things. but I swear to you, I will not allow our subjects to ignore you again. I hate to interrupt this touching moment, but there's still something I don't get. Who was that pony we saw with you, and how did she manage to turn you into Nightmare Moon again? The pony you saw talking to me called herself Dark Light Star and claimed to be a servant of Sombra. I knew it! So Sombra is behind all of this. She claimed to have the identical experience at his hooves that I did, and that is why she appeared the way she did. She had an intimate knowledge of all the events I just related to you, and used them with a dark spell to trigger that form. Don't worry, Princess. Until she's gone for good, we'll never leave your side. She'll never be able to get to you like that again. Thank you, Rainbow Dash. However, there is something else, something utmost important you all need to know. The one who approached me, who introduced my corruption, who claimed to serve Sombra. I believe that her true identity is Twilight Sparkle. You sure, Princess? Her appearance and her cutie mark may have changed, but her voice was the same, and a few of Twilight's mannerisms still remain. Sister, are you alright? Yes, but every pony, would you please leave? I need some time to think. Sister, you have no reason to worry. We shall find her and... It is all my fault. Your fault? How could you possibly be responsible for this? Because I set Twilight on this path when I taught her that dark spell before she left for the Crystal Empire. Until now, I believe that Sombra must have done something to them, and that was only now taking hold. But this whole time, it had been my own student's dark magic corrupting them, not his. Tia, you know as well as I do that if you had not taught Twilight that spell, the Empire would surely have fallen. It was a risk you had to take, and though it did not turn out as well as you'd hoped, the sacrifice meant that all of Equestria... No! Do not speak to me of sacrifice, Luna. Did you think you were the only one to have suffered during those 1,000-year imprisonment? Well, no. But it was more of like you kind of didn't pay enough attention to your sister, which caused that 1,000 years of imprisonment. Do you have any idea what I have done to protect this land without the elements of harmony? Every time I found some pony who I no longer needed to be Princess Celestia, ruler of Equestria around, every time I allowed myself to care for and love such a one, I've always been forced to make a decision that took that pony away from me. Every single time. And now I almost lost you again too. I thought that I might have to... It's just that I've lost so much already. My student, my friends, my family, all sacrificed for the sake of the greater good. How much more, Luna? How much more will I need to sacrifice? It's okay, sister. I understand. You're still going with them tomorrow, aren't you? Yes. Despite the risk and what's already happened. Yes. And there's nothing I can do to stop you. Yes. Please, Lulu, will you stay with me tonight? Of course, Tia. Oh, so sweet. Sisterly love, I love it. Is every pony ready to leave? Just about. We should go meet up with Pinkie Pie next. She'll be at her family's old rock farm around. Wait! Sister? I'm coming with you. I know that this journey may be dangerous, and I know it is not right for me to risk my well-being. I should stay here in Canterlot and ensure my safety so that the sun will be sure to rise each day, but I would not be able to bear it if any pony I cared about were harmed during this journey, and I've done nothing to help them. For the sake of Equestria, for the sake of my little ponies, and for the sake of my student, I will accompany you all on your mission. Very well, Celestia. I can see that there is nothing I can say to change your mind. Let us be on our way then. Come on, y'all. Pinkie's family's old farm was southwest of here. If we hurry, we can still make it to the train. Be careful, Tia. You are not the only one unable to bear losing a loved one again. You cannot change your party members from the party. Yeah! So, Applejack, where do you think we should start looking for your friend? Pinkie Pie's old rock farm is a little ways east here, so... Wait, rock farm? How can there be a farm of rocks? Rocks don't grow. The field of petriculture is much too complex to explain at the moment, Rainbow Dash, but suffice to say, this area produces some of the finest metal ores in all of Equestria. Not many ponies engage in this practice due to how dull and tedious the task is, so it's not unusual for farms to change owners and even be abandoned for an extended period of time. Anyway, like I was saying, excuse me, but did I hear you say you were going to the old abandoned farm east of here? Yes, we are. You best be careful then. Rumor has it that some mean spirit's been haunting that farm. All sorts of weird accidents happening around here lately. Several ponies been injured already. We shall be careful. You girls thinking what I'm thinking? Well, Pinkie Pie's getting right weird. Was getting right weird, but I wouldn't think she'd hurt some pony. But when the corruption takes hold of a pony, there's no telling how they will change. We should prepare ourselves for anything. Okay. I'm gonna end a video here. We got Luna. We probably need... Oh, wow. Luna's level 15? Oh, damn. I guess she leveled up a bit. Okay. Oh, wait. We got the title rapier for her. Yeah, there we go. Deals water damage. Great. Just hope we don't encounter any water enemies. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to end the video here, and then we're going to continue this in the next one. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.